So I've come across many people who ask me why I left my previous church and went to a Korean church even though I'm a Chinese. I have been with my previous church for 17 years. Was not really enjoying God and I'm not really truly experienced the love of God. Why do I say that? So first of all, because I was constantly serving God in different ministry at church, I was struggling to keep my life balance as I was involved with multiple ministry like youth ministry, gospel ministry, children's ministry, Sunday school ministry, etc. And I was always in meetings at night and after work, and my phone was always constantly bombarded with multiple messages from different ministry groups, and I never truly get to rest most of the time while I was in church. Often I didn't have time to pray for the ministry I was at, and it was often just do. The meeting was often about doing that checklist, and we spent very little time to pray. And I'm pretty sure that most of us are not really praying very much outside of our meetings. And then I was not even sure if the people who are leading the ministry or the programs do their own devotional time because everybody was so busy. So after all that kind of ministry working, I'm always exhausted and burnt out all the time. So I'm not even talking about my own personal kind of life and how I have three kids to take care of, and also being as a housewife and also working part-time. It's crazy. Like the life that I was talking about was just insane. Second reason that I have to leave my previous church was that when I was at the previous church, I was often taught to obey the law and the Bible. And of course, all Christians try to obey and follow the laws of the Bible and try to be as good as possible in God's eyes. But when you think about it, there are many times that we're not able to do that. And there are many times that I cannot keep up with the demands and workloads at church. And also at personal life and then my other roles as mom, I feel like exhausted and drained and stuff for my kids because I will be always like very easily irritated because I didn't have enough rest, addicted to scrolling on the internet because I was just so tired I couldn't really do other things other than sitting there and watching YouTube videos. And after all that time wasted, I would judge myself for not being able to do more useful things, and then I would judge myself for being addicted to the internet. It's like a vicious cycle because you are so drained all the time. You don't have enough time to be with God and praying. And I'm not only judging myself for not being able to do all the things that God required, but also I would judge other people for not being able to do that. You either not be able to do everything that God required, and then you're also judging other people who are not able to do it, and then you feel bad for judging others. It's like, yeah, never ending kind of game. My third reason is that when I was at my previous church, I felt the constant demand of serving God and sacrificing my self care and emotions. Because when you're not serving, which I did, and try to not follow that kind of trend at church, and try to self care, but then you will feel isolated and rejected by the people at church. You can feel that the pressure is on, that they are, if you're not doing, then it will be them taking on that burden. It's inevitable when you're at a church like that. You would kind of constantly helping and serving as well, even when you're not ready, even when you are not at a state to be able to do that. That's why you would constantly force yourself to serve even when you're not ready or you feel spiritually down. And that leads to a downward spiral of feeling bad all the time and condemning yourself when you're not able to serve. And also being condemned by other people as well. The look of their eyes saying that, why you're not serving? You're at home, you're a stay-home mom. I can do it, why can't you? Kind of attitude. And lastly, when I faced really traumatic problems in my life, the church was not able to give me an answer to my problem. So they would say that it is your fault that things turn out this way, and it's because you didn't follow the rules, you didn't follow the law, and that's why you have problems in your life. And all I get was to, oh, just pray more and read the Bible more, and then that's it. And then, so no one explained to me what is going on in my life, why I'm feeling the way I do. And I tried to ask God, but there was no answer as well. How could I solve my anxiety and depression? And how do I deal with that constant thoughts that keep coming and disturbing and troubling me? So these are all the reasons why I had to leave my previous church and looking for answers elsewhere. Although I stayed in the church for 17 years, most of my relationships that I had were on the surface level. Even after I left, there was not many close friends that I could relate to and would contact me again. And I realized how much time I've wasted at the church without truly understanding the meaning of the gospel and just keep following the law like a Pharisee. And I will tell you in the next video the differences between the old church and the new church that I go to, and then that there's always hope. God has a plan for you. For those who are watching this video, I know you're struggling. You might have been stuck for a long time at a church that you don't like going. You're basically taught and kind of brainwashed the way lots of churches do, to tell you to be good and do everything you can for the church, even when you are really tired, even when you are not ready. You're just giving and giving. But what is it that you really need were not given to you? What you really need is the spiritual healing, the gospel that truly transforms your life, and that Jesus Christ is with you, and then he knows your pain, he knows your struggle, and he's going to be there for you and to lead you through your problems. So I'm gonna talk about that, all that stuff in the next video, and hope you can like this video and subscribe to me. So I hope that you can continue to walk this spiritual journey with me. Truly, what is the gospel that is transforming lives? What is Jesus Christ's true intentions for giving us the gospel, and why he had to come to save us, and why we have to go to church? So I'm going to talk about all that stuff, and hopefully we'll see you again. Bye.